Hello friends, I am Hardik Patel. Welcome back to Django tutorial. In last video we talked about how to extend existing Django user model with more details like designation, salary, and if you have in mind there are more information you can add here. So that's what we did in last video. Now I am going to talk about another concept, that is signal. So what Django signal does. So in Django signal you can send the signal and you can receive the signal. That means if you want to do some activity from other way, like let's say for example I have saved this profile method, and after saving this profile object, you want to do something, that activity, which so for that, and that method is written somewhere which is accepting the signal, right? That is called listener. And what I can do here, I can just send the signal. So same way, so that is the use of signal, right? So Django itself provides few inbuilt signals which we can use, which we can receive. Like if you are going to add a new user, then automatically that signal will be raised by a user table, right? And that signal you can receive from somewhere, and you can do some activity on based on that, right? So let's say for example, if after adding user you want to create this profile automatically, right? Because it has a one-to-one field, but if you do not do this profile section adding, then it will not be automatically created, right? But to do that automatically creation, what you need to do, whenever any user newly added, then you just receive that signal, post save, and then at that time in that signal you need to write the code for this creating the profile. So let's do that. That's what we are going to do in this video. So first we have to input the signal from django.db.models.signals import post c. There are four kind of are there: for post delete, post init, post market, and post save. So we are going to use post save. Okay, and this is just a signal. Now let's look at how to receive that. So for that, actually one decorator is there that we have to import django.dispatch import and receiver. Okay, now let me write one method first. So what is the method name? Is user is created. Okay, and then what are the arguments? Those are actually, this is we are writing this method for receiving the signal, right? So there are predefined arguments are there. Like first argument will be the sender, second will be the instance, and as this user is created, actually what we are going to do, is this a new object or old? So for that actually you need to write like this: created, and then comma, and then star keywords. Okay, then at the rate receiver, and there are two arguments you need to pass, that is whatever the signal is there, and who is the sender. So sender is equal to user, right? So if I write here profile like this, then when this method will be executed, when someone sends the signal from this profile object, then and only this method will be executed. But we are not doing, right? And we are this from user. Actually Django itself has done a code for that, sending the signal after saving any user object, right? So you will be able to capture here. So let's do that. If created, that means it's a new object. If it's new, then what you need to do, just user instance. What is the instance? Instance is an object of user table, user class, right? And user class has an access of profile directly dot profile, right? Small, as it is a one-to-one relationship. But what if it was a foreign key? We learned about that, right? If it's a foreign key, look at this here. Here one is question and there is questions foreign key. So what you can do, if instance is of a questions object, then you can do like that: instance dot choice small c underscore set then dot all, right? Because it's a foreign key, so Django understand that it's a foreign key, so I have to get all the objects. It's a multiple objects will be there for one question. It will not be the one, so you cannot do like that instance dot choice, right? So that's the difference between one-to-one and multiple relationship, foreign key relationship. Now it's what you can do here, you need to do like this: profile dot objects dot create, and then user is equal to instance, right? So it will create a profile object, and then else what it needs to do: instance dot profile dot save, right? So let's say, for example, I have modified something. Let's say again I have modified designation, right? So in view, if I have done something like instance dot designation instance dot profile dot designation is equal to something, then what I need to do actually, if I don't do this here, then I have to separately I have to save this profile object like this: instance dot profile dot save. But now if I will do like instance dot save or user dot save, then profile also will be automatically saved, right? Because this signal we will receive here, and if it's old object, that means it's updated, right? So that means it will save automatically. So we don't need to write this code again and again for different location. Whenever user will be saved, that profile object automatically saved, right? So now its profile, it's a part of user object, you can say, right? So I will show you that also. How can we do that? So I will show you in a Django admin panel itself, not admin panel, here in shell. So python.py and then shell. Okay, so what I will do, I will import that user table, and then I will create one object in user, and after that we will see in a profile table. So what happened? Okay, now it's done. From django.db country models import user, right? And from Django dot, not Django, but what is our application name? Employee, right? Employee dot models import, then profile. Okay, now let me create one user here. User u is equal to user, and then u dot save. What happens? Let's see. Okay, it's created. What is the user ID? 2, right? And let's look at the profile object. Profile dot objects dot all. Look at this. Now we have 2 objects. Previously one only was there, and this is second. Okay, so I will show you that also. Get, and then user is equal to 2. Here it is, right? Okay, so this I can see that, and what is the detail is there. Let's say, for example, username. Sorry, username is not a part of this, but let's say, for example, first name. First name is a field of profile. Okay, sorry, it's profile. I need to write like this: user dot first name. Okay, so there is nothing is saved, right? But if I do let's say for example u dot first name is equal to Hardik. Let's say for example Nirav. Okay, and then u dot save. Now I am saving user object again. Post method will be there. Post signal must be gone, and it must be received here for this user is created method, right? User is created or updated. I should make the name of this method, right? But this time this created is must be false. That means because it is already created, I have just updated, not created, right? So this time it will go under this else condition. And instance is like u is an instance, and dot profile dot save. But still we haven't changed anything in profile, so we will not be able to see the change what we have made here, right? So let's again see here. Yeah, look at this, first name is there, but what I needed to see that designation. Look at this, designation is not added yet, but now u dot profile dot designation is equal to developer. Okay, now if I do u dot save, but what I did in this, I have just updated the designation which is a property of profile table, and what I am doing here, I am saving a user object which is u of the user class, right? So let's completely save this, and what happens now, this time again I'm getting this object here, and then designation. Look at this, what we did here, we just saved user object, and still we got updated this profile object as well, right? Here it is. And if you want to see, if I print here, you will be able to see this. Okay, let me create another. C is equal to user, and then first name is equal to arrow. Okay, C dot save. Okay, its arrow is already created. So what I can do here, okay, and then c dot save. Unique constraint failed. Okay, so what happened last time, we didn't given username, so let's completely give that username is equal to Nirav. Okay, and again I want to create a new user with a blank username. That means we are going to have two objects with the same blank username. That is why this constraint is failing, right? But now let me save this u. Okay, and now if I will create this c.save, it will allow me to create, right? Now it is created. Look at this. Okay, now we will have three profile anymore. Third profile must be created here. Look at this, Hardik is created, right? So that's how it works in this signal system. So you can use more than that. I have available. Look at this, this is the signal. These all are provided by Django. So if you want to see, you can look at this here, right? Let me show here in bigger fonts if you want to see. Okay, and I will post this URL in the description in my video, so you can also look at there also. So if you have understand properly, just please like this video and share also, and subscribe my channel. So thank you for watching. I will see you soon in the next video. Thank you.